What's up with Aether Gazer? Hey, it's Zackie-Senpai here, Kohai, and CN Aether Gazer did their second anniversary livestream a few days ago, and I wasn't able to stream it or even make this video as fast as possible because I've been on a lot of overtime. Here I am bringing you the summarized version of that video. As you all know, I'm still learning my Chinese, still improving them overall. I should watch the video at least 3 times to try to understand everything that I know. So let's get on with the first part. So at the start of the stream, we were teased with the version 3.0 PV, which I uploaded a while ago showcasing Verthandi is having a dream about the past. They just mentioned the prologue of the chapter 10 years ago in her hometown while with her childhood friend, Selena. Not sure if she's gonna make an appearance in the future, just mentioning her name. So the dev didn't really wish to spoil us. All they say is that Verthandi is going through some sort of internal, a lot of mental struggle. While this is happening, the administrator was actually with the pheasant squad at Sassanami fighting a false god. Next thing is that we're getting a new Nile Modifier, Thoth. Now she is going to be physical element, who is a range type character with flying sword as well as silk-like dread attack. Much more like a spider silk inspired from the Marvel comic, not sure about that, but what the dev mentioned is that she actually unveils her clothes to use them as threat. Yeah, you know the drill guys, less clothing, more damage. She will also be getting a skill effect plus lobby skin, so separately if you get the skin and then you want a lobby, you have to actually pay more. It's a thing, I don't think it's a thing yet in global. And her dress will also unveil in this skin, so if you're interested. So she and Segment will have a dual ultimate change. They are both Nile Modifier, and that they actually mentioned that she's going to be the one that buffs Segment instead, but we'll have to see her kit when she's out. Of course, we're finally hitting 3.0. New story and new side story. Chapter 19 will focus on Verthandi's inner condition post Shihun arc if you played the global story, while the administrator right now is, like I mentioned, is in the Sassanami with the pheasant squad. The story mode take a pretty map-like approach, which is pretty creative. We're also getting another side story regarding Thoth origin with the administrator before we lose our memories. In case you don't know, the administrator the admin in Aether Gazer does have like amnesia, loss of memory, and one of the administrator's favorite character of all time, 0705, will make a short appearance. They say that a short appearance, in case you do not know 0705 is, I think you should maybe read the fragmented memory, or if you don't want, I'll just let you know that it's actually Skull. Alright, future content. Version 3.1 in the future will be a patch for like Verthandi, or maybe Dark Light, because in the Chinese word here, it actually means An Yao. An represent darkness while Yao represent light. I'm unsure which element she will be, but I'm guessing she is most likely going to be light element because she is having a dual ultimate chain combo with Hera. Gameplay wise, I don't think it's the best time to break down, but she does look very cool. I did upload a short video about her. Now, at the end of the stream, which was not at the front of the stream, this was never brought up by the dev. They were mentioning a new gameplay mode. We actually saw a Verthandi. They did not talk anything about this, but we saw a Verthandi completely switching from her B rank to her A rank and then to her S rank. Now in this mode, she does not have a party member. So I'm guessing maybe this is just my speculation. Maybe we can, don't have party member, but we can play solo while, having 3 versions of the modifier. Maybe this could be very interesting. Who knows? But who knows how the modified mode will work as well on this one. So I'm looking forward to it. We're paying attention to this. Maybe this is a new game mode of swapping in between character. Maybe it's not. But if it is, then it's going to be so interesting. Like, is every other modifier gonna have 3 versions of their self? I mean, Kagetsuchi has 2 S rank. I don't know how it will work. But I'm really excited. They're hinting us something, but they didn't talk about anything about this. Of course, with new version, we also have some new boss fight. Not going to talk about this. Next, we have, wow, Aether Gazer finally decided to tackle us with more skins, but most of them are not going to be free. First off, we have Ling Buang with her Egypt dance outfit. This one gives a ton of skin shaking, like body shaking, dancing. She's like showing her move, and then she was saying like, oh, we have like so many time together. We're alone. There's no one else. The dev during the stream were actually talking about all these waifus body figure. They were very horny. We also got Gang Chang, who already has her office skin, but this time you get to purchase her lobby skin. This one is just she tying the administrator tie, and that her shirt was too tight and that her button exploded off. Now Ying Zhao, oh, this one's my favorite. Even though I don't main Ying Zhao, I don't even level her. Ying Zhao also got a new office skin and a lobby skin, being the protective sister she is, and we are eating good because we're also getting the Blue Archive Akko treatment, a little bumping over her. S rank Verthandi will get her white dress and red hair dye on version 3.1. This will be a permanent purchasable skin after the update. Now, they also tease us with upcoming summer skin will also be available for S-Rank Poseidon and Izanami. Aside that, during the live stream, lastly, for the skin department, there will be numbers of skin for rerun for purchase during the anniversary. With skin out of the way, the dev finally mentioned that the game and the character model or texture will be more sharp instead of blur and disperse, putting more effort into models' eye to show more expression and emotion. Now, next thing is that we have level expansion for the administrator level will be level capped to 100, along with the modifiers and skill level as well. Looks like we're now tasked with acquiring new material to ascend our skill level higher. Now, this is gonna be tricky because this cheap resource, they are farmable from a new permanent mode, I think by layman terms as I translate, is boss tower climbing after few bosses. So what's interesting is that whether this chip-like structure is going to be limited, because if it's like a very rare, you can only get them after a few farming, then maybe we might have a problem with, which skill should we upgrade, and it's gonna be an entire topic for every other modifier. Aside that, Perilous Chasm will also be replaced with a new game mode that gives a unique twist to every modifier. You progress with multiple teams, just like Perilous Chasm, and upgrade their skills, and some skills will have its pros, while it also has its cons, or some will just only have pros. This buff will also give color or icon changes in the game. While I can't give you the complete detail, we'll just have to wait on this mode. They did not mention about the multiplayer mode, meaning mainly because they're reworking the game entirely, so I think it's okay to delay that. Dorm quality of life update. The dorm system is also getting quite an interesting update, giving it a more unique perspective instead of a top view and several game mode added. Yes, there's going to be a lot more game in your game, and it's up to you whether you want to play it or not. Now, this is a massive improvement. UI improvement. This is a big win, making the game look a lot more lively and a lot more professional. And over at the modifier menu, characters posing with different pose every time you choose a different, like a menu, and a brand new look into the UI really gives the freshness in playing the game. Again, really excited about it. The dev mentioned they'll continue to make changes like this, though not sure, possibly changing from time to time, but making improvement for sure. They also make some changes for the chapter select menu. Instead of using square a lot or rectangle a lot, they're using a lot of transition and cross dissolve and stuff like that to make the game looks more fresh. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the PC version now since we're talking about UI. So the long-awaited news is that the PC version is coming out. Now, Punishing Great Ribbon didn't get the recognition it deserved today until its PC version, and I'm praying the same for Aether Gazer. That's right, boys, 3 is now very 3. While I know majority of the players are on mobile, but PC is essential, as the dev did mention that they always have to optimize the mobile version, while in the PC version they can actually push the game to its max limit. The PC did showcase a FPS uncapped, though widescreen support was never mentioned for widescreen monitor. I hope it does have, because Punishing Great Ribbon do have, and I'm hoping Aether Gazer will have that as well. So the PC version will be at its beta phase on version 3.0, and they will very much appreciate players' feedback. They're still working on it, so should they rush the global version? A lot of people are saying, oh, it's only the CN, they're deleting the game and whatever. I don't think they should rush the global version, because global players are really easily butthurt with first impression, And when the first impression sucks, they just, give bad reviews. They never come back, even though the game improved, and then they just left the game like that. So I say, let the dev cook a little bit longer, make sure the PC version is at its top notch before releasing it on global. There are many reasons for the delay. As they mentioned, there are some assets they have to recreate, especially for the PC version, but for the character model, they are working very hard on clothing and hair detail as well. Aside that, nextly, they mentioned this is more of a CN side. They're having a new server up. It's called Dikala. Nothing very important. If you want to restart the game, maybe you can move there. If you want to, new players should move there, because they did mention that the main server will sometimes crash, disconnect, and something like that. And they might need this because for, I don't know, maybe multiplayer in the future in purpose. Now, with the anniversary coming, of course, there's going to be a lot of returning players and new players. All these players are facing resources and power difficulties, so in order to make that up, new players will have an opportunity to pull on a banner select rate up, while in the anniversary, they can change in between without the PT resetting. And these are the modifiers available on the screen. Limited sigil will now be added to the permanent farm pool, and I'm unsure if you're allowed to transform into them, but I'm assuming you can. In case you don't remember, we can now transform to other sigils if we don't like it. That's actually pretty good, instead of rerolling stat or farming a new one just to get the perfect stat again. And aside that, new and old player will receive 20 yellow tickets. This is only for new and old players. If your questions, should I join or should I not join? I think you should join now and farm as much as possible, because 20 yellow ticket isn't really that much. And now this is for every player. There will be a rate up select banner from 1.0 to 2.8, up to 30 modifiers can be selected. I repeat, this is not a free S rank. People are confusing because there was a moment where the dev actually gave us a S rank select ticket not too long ago in our mail. I think it was 1 or 2 months or 3 months ago. So this is, to make sure that you don't spread false information. So during version 3.0, there is going to be a login event for a total of 5 days. You can pick 6 modifier in each day, roll them and keep the winning one at the poll. After 5 days, there's going to be a total of 5 winning modifiers and players are only allowed to keep 1. The scary thing is that on day 1, for example, if you pick like 6 modifier and only 1 can win, the rest of the 5 cannot be picked again on the next poll. This is what I see, but I can't confirm it. This is what I see, so what I understand after replaying the stream multiple times. So players should plan carefully. And lastly, during the 2nd anniversary, we will get a purple login ticket. This is nothing special. It is going to be a blue ticket, but this is more like an expiry one. So it's more like a during anniversary, there's going to be a free daily pool, something like that, right? Nothing to be curious about. It's just the same as blue ticket. Of course, next we have the spending event. There's also going to be more rewards during the anniversary. It's pretty much just like the Lingguang spending event, except this one you only get to redeem 30 Thoth shards and a Nile select child. Something similar to Lingguang banner. And there's also going to be a top up reset for every top up to the $100 one. And I think I'm still missing something. There was so many things to mention. I hope I don't miss anything. Further tease, they did mention there's going to be a side story expansion in the future where there's going to be some Omorfies, right? The Olympus arc story in the future featuring Artemis, the one with the violin, I'm assuming, and a grey out character which fans are speculating it should be Selena if you play the Hera side story, and some Oneroi character arc. And so I'm guessing Oneroi might get an S rank, who knows. So next we have a Gangchang merch OG figurine collab with Apex. There also mentioned some keycaps, some keyboard mattress, a lot of mail and stuff like that. I'm not gonna mention because I don't think Global will be getting them unless you really want them. Maybe you can buy them from Taobao. But what I'm really interested is the Gangchang OG figurine. It's not a Gangchang OG. I think it's more like a swimsuit version of Gangchang. So the stream ended with a bunch of modifier dressing as JK with a title song, Sing For You, 唱给你. That's pretty much it. I hope I don't miss anything out. I probably did miss a lot of things. If I do, I probably leave them at the back of the stream and with some text. And I rewatched this like 2 to 3 times just to make sure I don't spread false information. If I do, you're welcome to correct me on the comment section below. I'm gonna be making Flamethrowers guide. For some modifiers that I missed out, I'm also gonna be making that. I'm also like making the story arc for Aether Gazer, as well as all the updated tier lists. It's going to be insane as I'm going. My work's piling up, and working on a YouTube channel is also insane. And I'm currently streaming on Twitch as well, so I'll try my best. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Zackie, and A, it's just a gaming channel.